I'm so excited to be here today trying another Cricut project. This time I'll be using the Cricut Maker and experimenting with a few very different materials. After I did my last Cricut project, a lot of you asked me, can the Cricut cut wood? So I did a little bit of research and found out that the Cricut Maker can indeed cut wood. So I knew it was time to challenge myself with a new material. I've been meaning to get Frankie a nightlight, so I thought it would be the perfect project. For this project, I used 2mm thick basswood, 3 battery operated puck lights, some tape, the Cricut knife blade, and all the different Cricut tools, along with the Cricut Maker. I also chose to paint the wood, so I used some acrylic paints, but you could always leave the wood raw. The first thing you need to do is to insert the knife blade into the Cricut Maker machine and calibrate it using the instructions on Cricut's website. You also need to move the white star wheels down to the end of the machine so they don't get in the way when you're using a thicker material like wood. Use a strong grip mat and tape your material down to stop it moving around. Once I had all the materials organised, I created the design in the Design Space app and pressed Make It. One big difference when working with wood as opposed to vinyl is that the machine makes multiple cuts rather than one single cut, so it does take a little bit more time. Once the machine is finished, unload your materials and you'll see that your machine has cut out the shape that you designed. I was super happy with how these clouds looked. I always make sure to keep any leftover materials for use in other projects. I decided to do 2 layers of wood for the lights to make them really sturdy, so I used some glue to glue 2 of the clouds together. I wanted to add a bit more colour to Frankie's room, so I decided to paint the lights using some acrylic paint. I went with a simple sunset style theme for the colours. Now to add the light to the lights. I'm using these battery operated puck lights, which are great because they can just be pressed on and off. I needed a little bit more leverage to turn them on and off at the back of the lights, so I actually took a few circles of wood and glued them onto the button. Once the glue was dry, I assembled the light by sticking the puck light to the back of the light and then adding some twine to create a little hanger to go on the wall. To install them, I just hung them on the wall on a picture hook. The little wooden buttons allow you to turn the light on and off without having to lift it up, which makes it really easy for Frankie to use on her own. I have to say, I'm super impressed with the Maker and how professional this looks, and I can't wait to experiment with more projects.